You guys, YouTube is a lot harder than y'all think. That's not just like pushing. It ain't just pushing a button and be like, okay, let's start this. Is you up with her?
Up in the air, I want you to jump. Jump.
Las gafas. What is up, bitches? Welcome back to my channel. So I promised you guys I was gonna make more videos and I wasn't lying. So welcome back. And today we got a little mukbang for you guys. So I was really contemplating about whether or not I should go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I was like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Hi, Nikita, you want to say hi? And I finally like me anime. She's about to throw up. So I finally like me anime, and I was like, okay, let me just get whatever. So I got I got 12 pieces, and honestly I'm kind of disappointed in the quality because usually Buffalo Wild Wings be hooking it up, but this time like they look dry as hell. They look like my pasty like fat thighs, like. So I don't know if I'm really liking the whole quality thing. So I mean, just like whatever. And I want to be a Becky and complain to corporate, but you know. So then I made me a little salad. Just, I could feel better because I didn't want to just eat chicken and So let's get started. So you guys already know mukbangs equals either story time or just a little chit chat. This time I didn't want to do a story time just because I recently just did a mukbang and I wasn't planning to film a mukbang, but I was just like, hey, life is short, might as well just do it. So I'm gonna go ahead, and so what I did is I went on Snapchat and I asked you guys to send me questions. So today's topic is about relaciones. Not like the nasty one. Well, it could be about nasty ones, but so I asked you guys to go ahead and send me questions about relationships, about blah 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 blah. Nikita, no. So I'm looking forward to like seeing your guys' questions, and let's see if I can help you out. Talk about cheaters. I was with a guy for a year and he cheated on me most of the time, and now he's changed, but I'm not sure what I want anymore, but I still love him. Does that make sense? Why you want me? Why you want me when you got a girl? Okay, let me start with my salad really quick, okay? So before we get into relationships, right, I think what we have to talk about is, what do you define as a good relationship? Okay, Nikita, you need to stop. So what do you define as a good relationship, okay? Like, what are your expectations and your, like, requirements to being in a relationship, right? There's a lot of people who really want to establish an open relationship with other people, and that's just something that you have to make sure that you're common ground with your partner. Let me tell you something. Thank you for this question, okay? There's no such thing as someone breaking up with you because they need to do something with their life. If you've ever heard this, like, from someone, oh, I just don't have time right now. Oh, right now is not the right time. Oh, I can't because I'm focusing on school and college applications. I just can't. Oh, I'm so... Lies. Like, bull lies. Like, straight up. Like, no one else is going to tell you. People are going to be like, this is a reality. Nikita, you need to get over there. There's no such thing as somebody not having enough time to be in a relationship, okay? That is such a childish mentality, and that's something that you need to really reevaluate if you want to be with, okay? Someone who tells you, I don't have time for you right now, means I don't like you, I don't want to be with you, and I'm going to pretend like whatever is going on in my life is more important than you. And that's the reality, and that's something that we don't want to hear. And trust me, we're all going to be in that position where we're going to be like, no, I don't believe that. This person's too good to me. Like, I really believe them, that they just have a lot going on in their lives. Look, we're all busy people, okay? It would be different if you were asking this person to, like, live with you and stare at you 24/7, okay? Then I could be like, okay, girl, well, maybe you need to just chill out because... But this whole boyfriend thing about him not having time is literally like, just like, you need to go and get out of here. Get out of it. Nope. Question. When do you think it's the perfect time to introduce him to your family? Listen, if you're gonna introduce a significant partner into your family, you know what you're saying? You're saying this is potentially somebody that I could see myself spending the rest of my life with, and I'm gonna be vulnerable to the point where I'm gonna bring them to my household and have them see this dimension that no one's been like able to experience but other than my family. So that's a pretty big deal. Like if you're gonna introduce someone to your family, they better be the perfect package. That you asking your partner to meet your family is like the first step of like engagement or spending the rest of your life with someone, okay? It's a really big deal. I'm not saying that like if you can't, if you feel like you've introduced someone in your life and then it didn't end up working out, that's totally fine, dude. Like life happens, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that you have to think about why are you going to go to the point of like introducing your boyfriend to your family, you know what I mean? It's like this person's some outsider going into your life, you know? I think the perfect time to introduce your significant other to your family is maybe around like a year. I think a year of like real dating, not like some online Tinder shit. Like if you guys live 60 years away from each other and it's been a year, oh, we've been dating for 7 years, but we've never seen each other. You need to stop. Like that's not a relationship, okay? Relationships are hard, okay? People can't seem to hold relationships together living in the same household. So how do you think being able to have a relationship that's so far away gonna be any better? Don't get me wrong. It might work. It might work for you. It might work for your mom or your sister or your cousin, whatever. But in my opinion, amor de lejos, amor de pendejos. Even if you're like, if you're gonna go away for a year, okay. Say that you were dating someone and then like they went to the army for a year and they're gonna come back in a year. Well, break up for a year and then when they come back, then like, you're ready. That's what I would do, honestly. Anyways, so after a year, I would recommend you like after a year. Really think about it, because you want to keep bringing people into your family like, oh, hey, this is the next one, mom, this is the next one there. Next question. How do I get close to my crush without looking like a pendeja? Can't help you there. Okay, here's a question. What do you think about relationships nowadays? Why is it so normal nowadays to cheat like has a bitch shook? You want to know why? I'm going to be real honest with you, okay? This may not align to what I believe in, what I agree with, but I think this is what's going on, okay? We are moving into the future. And the only way we're going to be able to move into the future is if we leave old traditions behind, okay? What has been expected, what relationships are, have been taught to us ever since we were children. It's been portrayed in the media, it's portrayed in movies and television, in books and novels and literature and film. This idea of what love is and what relationships are has been catered to a very distinct image and set of qualifications, okay? And I think as we're advancing into the future, we are realizing that relationships are intangible and only exist in our mind, in our subconscious and our conscious mentalities, okay? Let me just put this down. No relationship is perfect, and no relationship should ever be perfect. If you feel like you have a perfect relationship, that's a lie. No one's gonna have a perfect relationship. Why? Let me just tell you this. We are such complicated creatures. Like, there is no possible way for you to think or expect that someone is made exactly for you, okay? I think if you feel that, oh, my soulmate is out there waiting for me, you got it wrong, girl. Or guy. Nobody is made for you. Nobody was put on this earth to be a servant to you and your love, okay? That's number one. I was watching this TED Talk a long time ago, and it said something about cheating, right? Not that I've ever cheated or I've ever been in like a relationship where I was being cheated on, or at least I don't think so. You want to know what I think? Well, the TED Talk said this. When people cheat, it's not because they don't love someone, or it's not well, sometimes people cheat because they're dissatisfied with themselves. They are afraid that they've reached their ultimate goal in life. So that's one way you can go. It's human nature, okay? I'm not saying that people are built to cheat, but what I'm saying is people are built to never be satisfied. Ever. You will never, ever, ever be 100% satisfied with anything in your life. When it comes to money, friendships, love, education, happiness, you are always going to want more. It's just built in our system. It's built in the way that we are. Okay? Let me give you this analogy. You work for 1 hour and you get $10 an hour. You're like, oh, cool. Like, if I could get $10 an hour, then if I work harder, I can get $11 an hour. Okay? So then you work harder, and now you're getting $11 an hour. Then you work harder again, and now you're getting 12. And then you want 13, and then you're going to want 14, and then you're going to want 15, 16. You're always going to want to better yourself, because that's what life is about. Life is about bettering yourself, and it's about wanting to never feel like this is it. Nobody wants to feel like, oh, this is it. You're done, because when we want to feel that when we're almost at the end of our life journey. Does that make sense? Like, we want to feel complete when we're done with life, right? But a lot of us fall in love at a very young age, and I don't think that most people would want to say that they feel comfortable with their lives at such a young age, okay? Love and being married and having kids and having a family, whatever, the traditional 1-2 is something that we want to work for, right? It's like this like prize, it's like this like treasure, like, oh, I've worked so hard to establish this not only for someone else but for me. Like, I've worked so hard for this for me. It's kind of like if you were in school for like 50 years and then you finally graduated, right? And then you finally graduate and you're like, I have my degree. Now what? That's exactly the same thing when it goes on relationships. Oh my gosh, I finally got married. I finally am in a relationship. Oh, life still feels the same. I feel empty. Why is that? Should I find someone else? Should I stay with them? Is it me? Is it them? Am I a cheater? Am I a bad person? Am I this and that? It gets really, really complicated. And it comes to a point where we're just like, some people don't want to feel that, and they want to feel that rush of life, and they find so by cheating on people. So that's my response to you, girl. How do you feel about people who constantly go back to the same person after it's the same outcome every time? Insanity is doing a repeated action over and over again and expecting different results. So there you have it. It's insanity. I was a booty call not too long ago with somebody who I had been having a crush on for the longest. But the thing is that we were good friends before that happened now, and he won't even talk to me. What should I do? That's your fault. Sorry, girl. I can't. I told you I was gonna give you raw and real. If you have intimacy with someone that you have any ounce that you like, you're setting yourself up for failure. Because you have expectations. If you're doing stuff with someone else and you're just doing it just to do it, then make sure that they feel the same way. Because if they have feelings for you, that's on your part too. It's irresponsible. There's nothing you can do. If people wanted to love you, they would do it. If he doesn't want to talk to you, he doesn't want to talk to you, girl. And it sucks because it's like, I feel like really mean. When I was going to tell you, your friends are going to be like, no, girl, he loves you. You just got to keep trying. Next. What should I do if I feel that I'm more in love with him than he is with me? Do I take the risk of being with them, or do I cut them off? That's a conversation you need to have with your partner. You need to sit down and say, hey, I feel like I love you more than you love me. Do you feel so? No? Why not? Okay. This is how I want you to show me that I'm loved. And this is what you currently do. Can we find a way where we both can feel like we are giving and receiving enough? And if not, if you can't have mature conversations like that, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with that person. Plain and simple. All right, next question. So there's a guy that says he has feelings he doesn't need or want, and he has a girlfriend. What should he do? Y'all need to stop fucking with boys. All I'm getting are boy messages. Like, how do you feel about people acting different around their friends? Like their guy. Like there's a guy, and I like that he acts differently when he's with his friends, and he doesn't really talk to me. A person that is embarrassed of you in front of their friends is a person that you shouldn't fuck with. That means that they care more about what their friends think about them than what they think about you. And that's some child. Don't post my name, girl. I got you. Okay, so my boyfriend doesn't let me have guy friends. He's super possessive and gets so mad when he finds out I talk to them at school, whatever the case. I always tell him that if I wanted to be with a guy friend, I would have left him, but he still doesn't understand. What should I do? So, you need to have a little chat with your partner. If your boyfriend doesn't trust you having guy friends, and you know you're a good person and you're not doing anything bad with other guys, it's a reflection on him and not you. So him being possessive means that he's really insecure, and he feels insecure with the way that he thinks that you love him. So if that's something that you need to sit down and have a really deep conversation with, and he doesn't listen, you gotta let him go. You say, hey, listen, I'm not an object. Either you respect me and you understand me, or there's nothing. You take the pants in the relationship, girl. Don't let nobody do it for you. How long do you need to wait to have sex with your partner? Here's my philosophy. If you're gonna be intimate before you're in a relationship, beware. Because some people, that's all what they want, and then once they got it, boom, out of there. If you really like someone and you want to be with them in a long-term relationship, here's my advice. Don't do it with them. Do not do it with them until you are in a relationship with them. If they do it with you and then they break up with you, then it was probably only because they wanted to do it with you and they couldn't before. So now you know. So now you know that like the person didn't like you to begin with. If you hold off and they still love you and they still want to be with you, you got yourself a good one. Just saying. Okay, girl, I'm not gonna read that one. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys like these types of videos. If you want another Q&A about relationships, make sure you comment down below. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later. Las gafas. Thank you guys. Bye.
Up in the air, I want you to jump. Jump.
Ooh! Damn, Coke's the bomb.